Good morning to everyone, and greetings from Barbados. This is a typical example of how the weather can change by the drop of a dime. This morning showers were heavy in my area. We had definitely a lot of clouds around, but it's turning into a magnificent day here in Iraq. Just beautiful. I've been bopping all around this area because I remember some vantage points when I was working in here in the 2020 around March. February, March, and I remember we used to be able to get out so I could carry on and show you the shallow draft facility in the harbour. However, all that area has been blocked off and chain link fence, I guess, security reasons, and so not able to take you there today. However, what I'm going to do is take you along one of the most beautiful beaches in the island, and definitely one of the more popular ones. It is a beautiful day here in Iraq. The reflections are just divine in this section. As we all know, this side of the island we call swimming in the reflections. Now, I came over this side here because of the rain. I was planning to go eastward this morning, but I really didn't want to go up there and get pelted on again by showers, so I came over to this area, and it's not a problem. I know that my sister from the east will take some pictures for me, and I know that our bus driver, well, she's going to take some photos as well of the sunrise, so we get to see them later on today, even if we only see it in the latter stages down here at this location. It is beautiful this morning. Now, I said we were going to come and swim somewhere that we could greet people, and that's because I have two large ships coming in today. I think it's Grynner, the sea still out in the ocean, and the Britannia came in a little while ago, just before 6 o'clock. I would say maybe around 5:30 or so. I wasn't able to capture that because I didn't want to start the video too early, but I know they're going to be really busy out there today for sure in the harbour. So any of you all that like playing watching, today is one of those days. You probably will have about 5 or 6 aircraft. I would think somewhere in that charter aircraft coming in today for the Britannia. You know, she does return on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm not sure the configuration of the flights. That may have all changed as it used to be, but you see like 5 flights on a Friday. It's just beautiful out here this morning. We had a rainbow just a little while ago, just over the water park area. That has gone. Drizzles have stopped. It's going to be a glorious day with reflections like this, views like this, and the sun that's radiating off these clouds coming back across the water. This is the perfect place to say our Serenity Prayer, because all I'm feeling here right now is serenity and peace. So we can go ahead with that now. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to all of you all. Thank you for coming on this morning and joining me on the beach here. A lot of Barbadians down here enjoying the morning. I actually saw a cleanup crew working on this entire beach area here a little while ago, and I went over and was talking to them and was asking them if they actually ran the beach lounger operation up here, because you know it was a little surprising to see people cleaning up and not be actually affiliated with the business or something in this general area. And it was a pleasing surprise to find out that they're just cleaning this area, and they do this here on a regular basis. So all of the litter that would have been here left from yesterday, you could see the rake marks and stuff, quite a bit of it has all been cleaned up just by conscious citizens. I think that is amazing. Now, a lot of us do that. However, to see it being done in a big area like this, they're still feverishly working in this section over here. I think that is just very, very promising of things to happen in Barbados. People are becoming very aware of their surroundings, and they're just beautifying the area. It's just an amazing thing to see. All right, I'm going to pick up my rain shield, my cap, and my bag, because as you could appreciate, I thought we were going to get poured on this morning, but to my surprise, this is beautiful conditions. Just have a look at this sky. I'm going to take you around the sky now, give you a sky 360. And I'm going to give you a beach style 360 so you can enjoy probably one of the most beautiful strips of beach in Barbados. This is one set of beach here. It can't really rival Carlisle Bay, but it certainly is an amazing beach. Carlisle Bay is, I would say, is more definitely a more beautiful beach, but this is definitely longer than Carlisle Bay. It runs from here right down to Bats Rock continuously. Very, very long stretch of beach. Some beautiful surroundings and landscapes along, especially when you get into villas and the Airbnb sections in Freshwater Bay, etc. Beautiful this morning. Yes, I see all the munchkins assembling, so if you all have any goodies on board the bus, run back for them quickly, because they will be gone for sure. These guys don't make sport when it comes to eating. I see one of the main ringleaders there. Not the captain. The captain is our conductor, so if he was real friendly with you this morning and said, oh, you just have to leave some goodies here with me and I can let you on the bus, do not fall for that. All it needs is a smile. But they will try anything. They're always scheming to get your food. It's a beautiful morning here. I actually want to walk a little closer up the highway. We have done this before, but I still want to take you up here and let you have a look around and get an understanding and a feeling for a certain event that happens here. It hasn't happened for a couple of years because of COVID, but I will still just give you a brief walkthrough of what it's like, etc. It's a beautiful morning. Very quiet down here this morning. Usually down here has a lot more people, especially in the sea, and walking the beach and playing paddleball and stuff, but nothing really happening as yet. I was just commending you all to the world on your all's cleanup campaign. And I thank you all very much for everything you all are doing. Okay. Okay, just over the opposite side of the road is the Montgay Visitors Rum Center. That's where you can go and take a tour. That's with all of the artworks on the front of that wall there. Jewel Highway. It was the only Jewel Highway in Barbados originally, or partially Jewel. Originally, the road used to end just where you're seeing that car approximately now. That was called Land's End. That's where the road ended. However, many years ago, this whole section here was reclaimed from the sea and developed into what was our biggest highway at the time. It was called the Spring Garden Highway. However, it has recognition has been given to our road march king, and that is the mighty Grynner. It is now called the mighty Grynner Highway. So if you hear of either of those two names, you know where we are. Now on Road March Day, which is Kadooment Day, they would leave the general area of the National Stadium, work their way through Waterford, and work their way through all of the rural areas down onto the Spring Garden, which is the mighty Grynner Highway, via Brighton Hill. That is approximately, I would say, maybe 2 kilometers from where we are going northward. And then it will start to proceed up this general area where all the costume bands will parade, and where the Road March song is the actual final destination for the judging of the Road March song is along this area here. You will find nowhere on this section here on the pavement that you can really park a car or anything, because all here is reserved for the small shops and canteens and little restaurants that are set up here for that big day. Actually, they're set up for the Bridgetown Market weekend, which starts on the Friday night when I have usually what they call the Wet Fet Jam, or well, as a big party where you start from the Independence Square general area and you work your way right down here onto the Spring Garden Highway, and it usually starts around midnight and you get doused with paint and mud, etc. It's our big Friday night party, and that goes right through into Saturday morning, which is Bridgetown Market. You then have Sunday morning, which is also Bridgetown Market down here, and then you will have the Grand Kadooment, which is on Monday. But out here you will find thousands and thousands and thousands of people. If you have never been here, that's usually the first Monday in August. Grand Kadooment Day. It is a big party in Barbados, probably the biggest party, biggest gathering of people. We haven't had that for a few years now, but it's something that lives on in memory of all those that have experienced it in the past. Some people don't remember it at all. The last thing they remember is 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning when the first drink wagon opens up, and after that, not too much memory at all. On the distance, I don't know if you can make it out, the resolution that we have right now is Grandeur du Seas. It's a large vessel, a very large vessel from Royal Caribbean. As you can see, it is way out in the distance, but it is coming in. It should be in, I would say, probably in another 20 minutes or so. The Britannia comes the earliest morning, as I mentioned, at home ports in Barbados over Friday and Saturday. So they will come in early and do all the storing and getting all the luggage off, etc. They will usually have the priority in the morning. This big water park belongs to Rascals Beach Bar, which is I'll show you in a few minutes time. That was put down here last year. It is the first and only big water park like this in Barbados. It is very, very big. It looks like a lot of fun. I think I'm definitely going to try that out in the near future, see what it's like. Should be quite interesting because it definitely has a lot of obstacles and stuff on it. Really looks like a lot of fun. This beach here was tiny, tiny, tiny. I just want to give you an indication of how tiny this beach was. Originally, when this highway was first laid, where you're seeing those grape trees. Oh, here I go mentioning grape trees. Okay, I have to come to the conversation. Just up by those little boats, that's where the high water mark would have been. All this has built over the years. It's got bigger and bigger, and every year it just seems to get larger and larger. You will notice there's a big slant on the beach. We did talk about the beach conditions yesterday because of the north swells we've been having, although they've not been big ones. They certainly have moved the sand around a little bit and have compressed it further up onto the beach. But it is going to level back out over time. However, this is the period of year that we have our big cold fronts and north swells that will come through. So it'll be on and off at this at a big angle. But you can see it's a healthy beach, huge beach, tons and tons of sand. Good morning. Just in the distance over there is the three different businesses I can talk about. There's the I think it's called a rock hard concrete factory or cement factory. That is the first structure we're seeing. Second is the flour mill. That's where the flour is brought in and the vessels, and then it was packaged and sent from there. And then we have the Barbados Coast Guard facility. Now that Coast Guard facility was not always here. That was in Bridgetown, but it was minute compared to what it is now. The vessels that are down here are big vessels. They're like, I'm not sure, I think it's 3 or 4 of the very large vessels. And it is a huge base, a very, very big base. Now when this land here was first reclaimed, and you see that entire section where you see all the building structure, when that was first reclaimed, and you see that was a location of where we used to have our big wet fence, which is a massive event, a chain link fence, where you have power washes, water all over, dye, all types of party in the wet. It's called a wet fete, and that's basically a bikini party. I remember those parties fairly well. I used to frequent them every year. Actually, I went to the very first one, which was on Sandy Beach, and that had thousands of people. So again, it gives you an indication of the size of the beach. It was there at Sandy Beach at that time. Down here offers lots of shade and stuff. Yes, by the sea grape tree. Yeah, a lot of sea grapes are down here. They also have manchineel, and they also have mahogany further on down by the actual NCC facility. We'll pass that way in a few minutes time. Just beautiful though. I mean, this stretch of beach is magnificent. If you have never been here and you've just driven by it, you will have no idea of what this beach is like, because you will only see the section where the open window to the sea is, and that's basically from just there by where we were, where we started from, to this section here. That's all you will see, but this is what lays beyond that. All the facilities you could possibly want down here. NCC have the Wi-Fi facility. They also have washroom and shower facilities. Everything is down here. And then again, as I said, you will find Rascal's Bar as well, where you can get all your favorite treats, whether it be liquid or whether it be something to eat. Morning, man. How are you going? All right, good to see you, man. Morning, sir. Just a beautiful morning. As you can see, everyone here is getting basked by the sunlight. Good morning to you all. Would you all like to wave off to everybody in the world this morning? Good morning. It's a beautiful day, huh? Thank you very much. Beautiful. Thanks for greeting everyone, you all. It is gorgeous. Thank you. Just a beautiful day. Stunning. You know, you have to give blessings for being alive today for sure, because this is not something that I ever take for granted. I may not wake up. Sorry? YouTuber? Yes, I'm good, buddy. What's your channel? We're called Nicholas Dean. Nicholas Dean is my name. Yeah. Or if you check Facebook as well, that's where we're live broadcasting now. All the family get together and just spiritually contact each other and share love and care and everything, huh? Trying to bring hope to the world. And what's your name, my friend? Corey. Corey. Thanks. From Toronto? And Barbados. All right, great, man. Fantastic, Corey. Back now again. Wonderful, man. Everybody here wishes there were any water with you, I'm sure. Okay, you all have a great, and you all ladies, you all have a fantastic day, okay? Okay, be blessed, be happy, and enjoy life. Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Take care, huh? Okay. Beautiful morning, as I said before. You see, this is what I always talk about. Barbadian friendliness. I mean, it's just so nice to be able to walk around a group of people, and I would say majority time turn the camera on them with no problem. Everybody's happy, everybody greets you, and everyone wants to carry on a conversation. Unfortunately, with the dead cat and the directional microphone I have on it, which is sort of like a wind protection, I am not able to let you all hear everything these folks are saying. You would know if I turn this that you're not to hear me, and you know me, I'm the most important person to be heard. so I of course that was a joke, but you know, I must say that if I do turn it, you won't hear me. We did that the other day down at East Coast. I turned it to see if I would be able to capture more of the actual sounds of the water, and my voice disappeared, and that is what happened the other day when we had what we referred to as a technical issue. It wasn't a technical issue, I rather call it a puppet issue. That was me doing nonsense as usual. More and more people begin to come out now that the day is beginning to really come out. The sun is beautiful. There are hardly any clouds around. It's just spectacular. Let me take you a little bit higher up here. Okay, now this is what the beach would look like where those folks would have started this morning, because down here is very active, and unfortunately a lot of people like to leave their stuff behind rather than take it with them. So you can see the kind of work that those folks this morning, those conscious citizens, have made, you know, to the shoreline down here. I don't know how far down it will come, but I'm sure the NCC folks will also be doing their own jobs today to clean up all this stuff. Any of you that are on here that do not wish to be here right now, I don't know why that would be, because look at the glassy conditions, the calmness of this water. It is just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful as it comes. As you can appreciate, this is our main highway that runs or connects the south coast. Besides the one that goes through the centre, which is the ABC, this is the main highway that will connect the west coast and south coast in Bridgetown. So very heavily used, a lot of heavy equipment passing, as you can hear while we're taking this stroll now. Now this place, as I mentioned, this beach was minute. Then seriously, even these sea grape trees here would not have been here when down here was first constructed, this road was laid. Up by the casuarina trees is more likely where the high water mark would have been. And you can appreciate those casuarina trees would not have been here when this was first done either. So it has been a long time that this highway is being constructed. Very long time now. I do remember it though. I was a little fella. I just got onto Land's End, but our SPCA, where we used to always take our pets and stuff. I remember my father or my mother used to bring me down here, and we used to get at the end where the highway ended and say, wow, isn't that a beautiful area, which now is one of the more popular areas in Barbados. Look at the amount of sand that's had been taken out of this water area here. This gives you an indication of how much sand sticks on this beach and this building. It is massive, absolutely massive. I know quite a few friends of mine on here, Elaine, Sandra, many of you all. This is your home. Many of you all. This is how most of these people will start every day in Barbados. Come down here, take a swim. Majority of the folks that are here now will probably be retired. So this is what they would do every morning. You find this here in Browns Beach. You find this here as well. A lot of people come down and just start the morning on the beach. How are you going, man? You're good? All right, man. You want to say hi to my friends? You want to say hi to my friends? Good morning. Your name is? Ronnie? Wani. Okay, man. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for greeting my friends, huh? Have a blessed day, buddy. Okay. We mentioned Rascals a little earlier on. Just want to show you this here. Originally, this was called Wisers. I remember when this was first turned into beach facility, there was actually a little small sailing club that was located next door. That will take you all way back in time now. And then Wisers was constructed as the first beach facility in this area. And it has just grown and grown. The NCC now have their own location here as well, which is a wonderful thing. Rascals, I haven't actually been in here. I did go in here many times when it was Wisers, but I actually haven't been in since it was Rascals. But all the reports I get back is that it is a great restaurant and bar, a good place to hang out and relax. Really nice setup as well. Adequate parking everywhere around. I love these flags, the angle of the flags. You know, I just actually love how this beach facility looks. A really nice facility. And as you can see, they have their chairs and their umbrella stands and everything, just waiting to wake up this morning. This used to be very, very busy with cruise ship passengers, especially when the harbour was full, because there is a mooring facility or a docking facility just by the flower mill itself. It was used sometimes when we used to have like 5 and 6 ships in here. And a lot of people used to actually just get off the ship and come and spend the entire day here on the beach and not move from here actually, just walk to it. So it gets very popular, and there are some visitors that will come here. You will find this beach has a few people on it. You know, the cruise lines they mainly go in the other direction, up to Carlisle Bay or further down the west coast. So you won't find too many of the guests coming here, because it's a good walk from the actual main harbour itself. So you'll find most people will go up to Carlisle Bay, which is a lot closer and just as lovely for sure. We walked the other day just to the north of this lifeguard hut, and that's where we'll be stopping this morning. We're not going any further than that. I just want to, this morning actually, when the rain was coming down at my home around 3 o'clock, I was thinking, well, where are we going to go today? Because I don't know where we can go that's going to be dry. I had a few ideas that came up in mind, but then I said, you know what, let's just go down here to this beach. We didn't do this section the other day. We cut the walk short. We have done it before, but we haven't done it for a long time. And I thought maybe some of you that are new on this channel, some of you that are new to our family, will be keen on seeing this beach, because I know many of you don't see this. As I said before, many of you drive down the west coast from the south coast, and you will pass here and just say, oh, it's a nice beach, but you have no idea of how beautiful this beach really is. It is gorgeous, massive. Morning. When there's a north swell down here, this place takes on a totally different atmosphere. This place is dread. The whole beach line here gets a massive close-out swell right along it. It is dangerous. We've talked about the hot pot danger. We can also talk about any of the west coast dangers when there's a big north swell. North swells, if you're not aware, come off of the cold fronts that come off the United States, usually around November is a little early, but we have seen a few this year. But I would say around December, January, February, and then in the early parts of March. Doesn't happen all the time, but we do get some, from the deep lows that come off, we do get some good swells. And if we don't get, or even if we do get on the west coast, we also tend to get on the south, because just behind that, you usually get a big high pressure system will pick up and blow them around into south and southeast section. So that time of year is usually a fairly good time of year to get some good conditions. Got a little bit of a swell running here in this section, a little more than I thought there was. Just seemed to wait until I got here to do it. So we'll see how we deal with that now. But I want to come in for another dip with you all before we go, of course. I know we took 3 dips yesterday, but we need 2 today at least. It is beautiful. See, I know how many dips we had yesterday, because I know my Kier can. She does all of my dip counts for me. How many times you go and you see? You know, she not only spreads the cheer and joy, but she keeps records for me as well, like all of our team. Just want to mention a special thank you to our amazing care team. Every morning they come on and they do their thing to make today what it is, which is an incredible add-on to this entire vlog issue. You know, they actually start to create the atmosphere and share the love and stimulate everyone. And that doesn't need much to do, because our EMC are all so happy and grateful to be alive, that they enjoy the day and they love to share the care and love. We all know what our grouping is about, or our community is about, and that is about sharing love and kindness and trying to get through every day with the right start. The right start being giving thanks, giving praise, you know, taking the blessings, enjoying the love and care and kindness that is shared so freely from everyone that is a part of our family. We call it our family because these are people that have never really met each other, majority of them. However, some of them are best friends now and communicate in all forms of levels. And it's quite amazing the kind of friendship that I watch growing and growing and growing now. And the way that people are now planning their vacations just so they can meet together, because they want to enjoy the beauty of our friendship and our care and our love. I'm going to do a silent 360 now. I've been talking through that one. I'm going to give you a silent 360, just waiting for that little bit of a set to pass. And then we do a water skim, which is what we love to do. Just have a look at the reflections in the glass this morning. Absolutely perfect conditions for a swim. See some folks asking where we're located. We're actually located at Brandon's, and this is just on the Spring Garden Highway, which is the Grynner Highway. We're just south of Brighton Beach. Brighton Beach starts just beyond the lifeguard hut is where it's termed as Brighton Beach, where the actual homes are located. And then it goes down into down by what we call the hot pot, which is the very furthest point that you can see from here, down by the Lightning Power Station. Just around from there is Pile Bay, Freshwater Bay, into Paradise, and into Bats Rock. Just to give you a general area. If you're coming from Bridgetown and you're going to the west, just after the harbour, this is the beach that's located here. When you're on the actual highway itself, just after you pass Mount Gay, which will be on your right over the opposite side of the road if you're going north, it is approximately, I would say, a half a kilometre after that, 3/4 kilometre after that, you will find a left turn that will bring you down to a T-junction. If you take the right of a T-junction, you will go down to the hot pot, which is down by the Malibu Remy Martin factory. And if you take the left turn, you will come up to what is known as Brandon's, which has all the public facilities here that you could possibly want. There are also webcams, so I know if my conductor is on board at the moment. I haven't actually seen all the names come up this morning, so I'm assuming he's on board. I know he's probably maliciously watching me on the webcam this morning. I'm hoping the webcam is pointing to the sunset, and therefore you will not see me, but I can only hope and pray it is that way. I can't remember how it is. I think it's more pointing to the north for you to enjoy the beautiful sunsets that we get here in the afternoon. It is just stunning this morning. I can't tell you I could want more perfect conditions than this. I can tell you that I'm sorry I didn't know that it was this perfect, because I would have probably have gone over to the east side, but the east side can happen tomorrow. Any day can happen for the East Coast. We can go anywhere, any day. That's freedom of movement, freedom of living in Barbados. And comfort and safety wise, I will go anywhere as you've seen. I don't have any worries about going anywhere in the morning. I feel absolutely comfortable. So from myself and from our amazing care team, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this morning. You're all a part of the family, so everyone is definitely important to our gathering, because all of us share our love and care, and each one of us can bring the joy that we need to get through the day. Remember, you also have that ability as well for anyone else that is not fortunate enough to be here or to see this. So if you're around people today and they're a little bit on the edgy side, uncharacteristic, etc., what you would term as uncharacteristic, remember, they have not seen this, majority of them. They have not experienced this. They have not understood the care and the love and the compassion and the unity that we're all experiencing this morning. So, you know, we are very blessed to be able to do this every morning, well, except for Wednesday and Sunday. But you can always go up and check the vlogs on those days and do a rerun if you would like, because there are over 600 vlogs up there now. So I'm sure you can find something that you've not seen before. And if you have seen them before, it's probably been a very long time. So, you know, if you watch one of those a day, you're talking now at least 2 years of viewing. Close to that now. We're getting to that kind of range anyhow. So from Brighton, from Brandon's, from Land's End, from Bridgetown, from the mighty Grynner Highway, I greet you all a fantastic day. I wish you all peace and happiness and love and care and kindness. And remember, today you have the opportunity to be better than who you were yesterday. That can always happen, because every day you're going to go through the day, and at some stage of the game you're going to do something that you are going to say, I shouldn't have done that. You know what? God is going to forgive you about that. So this morning you have a new day. Whatever you did yesterday that you don't think was right, just use that as a lesson. Move forward today. Do the best you can. Share your love, share your smiles, share your kindness. Be a friend to anyone that passes you. And if they don't enjoy that and appreciate that, that's not a problem. You're asked to take. You're not asked to receive. You're told that you will receive from God, and that is important. But we know for sure that there are many human beings around that will not reciprocate you. But that is not what we're supposed to do. We're to give freely. We're to give. If we're to receive, that will come when it's time to be receiving stuff. You all have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Greetings from Barbados. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to leave you with a view of the Bridgetown Harbour. Well, actually, no, I will not do that. I will give you a view of the remainder of this long beach and say to you, my favorite saying from my lady is, wish you were here. Have a great day.